I'm recording. All right, we are recording. Because I know Kendra said she couldn't make it and a couple other people, so I want to post it for tomorrow. So we will talk. I just wanted to tell you guys, I think you probably maybe saw Lindsay and I have been talking because she's been doing this for a while and knows kind of how the groups go. We've decided we're going to go back to the 5-day Shakeology group. We were trying, Mary Sue and everybody else listening, to just like combine that with a free group, but I think it's hard to like be like free group and Shako and we're doing Shako and we're, you know, like it's just kind of complicated. And I think for me, the 5-day group is how I built my business a lot, at least like it still is, but in the beginning, because when people try it, then they like it and they want to keep going. And it's an easy way, especially, you know, cost-wise, people can jump in. And so anyway, we're going to start doing that again. So that means our monthly schedule changed a little bit. But I changed the cover photo and I posted it in the pin post so everybody can kind of look and see about that. So our 21-day group, it's going to be starting. Obviously, you guys know. Just wanted to encourage us all as coaches to get in there and post. Sorry, I'm reading my notes like a couple times a day. I know sometimes before it was just sort of like a one time a day, but like post morning, noon, and night. Not that you have to live in the group all day long, but the more we post, the more our challengers are going to post, and then the more they're going to see what they're supposed to do. So we need to really set that example. And I think that, like I said, like post it, snap it, post it. Like you don't have to get in there and get stuck for half an hour, like reading everybody's messages. You know, just pick like maybe one time a day to kind of look through the group or something, or if you have time or whatever. But, you know, it doesn't have to make it take a long time, but we do need to be in there, you know, more than once so that it's a really supportive and active group. And the more we show that, then they'll do it and they'll kind of start, you know, doing not the work for us, but then they'll be in there to like encourage each other. And we don't have to be the only ones doing that. So that's my dream and my goal, and then that helps them want to even become a coach and pay it forward, even if they don't want to be a coach, but they learn like, wow, I can be supportive to someone else. And that's really cool to see people, you know, develop that. I think it's really cool. And so also just remember to post in the Forever group too, because we still have our challengers in there from each, you know, each month we still want to support them. And I know some of them like not fall off, but they, you know, they're not actively posting, but a lot of them want to be. And the more we're posting in there too, the more active that group's going to stay. So, okay. So that's that. And then also with all these different groups, I know we've talked about this a few times, but you know, there's different coaches. You can turn the notifications off for those groups so that you're not getting all those, you know, things flooding into your email for sure. But, you know, just turn, and even in your news feed, you can unfollow it, put it in your favorites, the group's apps, I think you guys are all using, but just for everybody, those kind of things help, you know, not to be overwhelmed and to check in. But preaching to the choir, but saying it for anybody else who's listening later. That's been helping you guys. Like, I know the group's app and like favorites and stuff. Does that help? Yeah, good. All right, so October is coming, fast and furious. We need to start thinking about your goals. Like if you wait till October 1st, you're already like a little behind. Like you need to just be thinking ahead always a little bit. Like whether you want to achieve a certain amount of Success Club, you want a certain rank, you want a certain income, you want a certain number of people that you help, you know, per group, or you just need to start thinking ahead always of like what's upcoming, what do you want to be working on. So we can, you know, talk and share more in the group, but just to be thinking about that. And it can even be like, I want to, you know, set my business hours, or I want to make sure I have a date night, or I want to schedule my posts, like, you know, whatever your goals are, just start thinking ahead of that. And our shout outs, and then I'll turn it over to Mary Sue. Mary Sue has 10 points as of this morning. I think people have gotten challenge packs today. But this morning when I looked, Mary Sue had 10. Crystal Lotzer has 2. And Brian has 4. And Kendra has 4. And Jennifer Going has her first 2 ever. And Lindsay, do you have some by now of tonight or not?
I just checked and they weren't showing yet.
Yes, but they're coming. Awesome.
Yeah, there should be 2 coming.
Woo! So Not over till it's over. You can keep going tomorrow night, midnight. Keep pushing, because that SC prize is a really big prize. And then also, if you stall it in Team Passion, I will post it in Team Believe tomorrow. But Jessica Rodriguez, who is Sherry's coach of Team Inspire, so like 2 above us, she is like a social media person and also like a business life coach or whatever. And she is doing a group for everyone who gets SC5 or higher, everyone below her. And it's a thing that people will pay her a couple $1,000s to have like one-on-one coaching with her on how to build your business and stuff. So I don't know exactly what it would involve, but it's like a really pretty incredible deal. So for those of you pushing for SC5, that's pretty awesome. And you have the option not to do it, but it looks pretty interesting for sure. So that's another thing to push. And of course, helping people. That's what we do for sure. So Mary Sue, I want to turn it over to you. Do you want me to ask you questions, or do you have stuff to say?
I mean, I have stuff to say, but you can ask questions too.
Okay. Well, I'll just let you talk first, and then I'll ask anything.
Well, it's just a small group.
Yeah.
This business is just kind of taken me by surprise. I wasn't going to do anything with it. I was, you talked to me about just saving money and discounting, and that's really where I was going to go with it. And then I thought, okay, well, if it's God's will, then, it'll happen. And you posted that welcome coach, and it just blew up from there. And it just happens. And then just doing the business and working it every day and just doing the things that you tell us to do, it works for me. And it's a need, there's a need for it. And I really feel passionately about people's nutrition and fitness and doing it the right way. And I really like the way this business is set up, because they do it the right way. They do it healthy, and there's none of that quick fix. It's not a yo-yo diet. It's a lifestyle change, and it's just the right way to do it. If you want to see forever results, then this is the way to do it. You've got to eat balanced for the rest of your life, and you work out for the rest of your life. And that's just how it is. And I really want to be able to share that with people. And then I think people can just feel that coming off of me.
Yeah.
So I've gotten a lot of questions on, what are you doing? How do you do it? People just approach me at school when I drop the kids off or pick them up. And
it's awesome.
It's awesome. It's amazing.
That is so awesome. That is really cool. Well, I didn't write down questions to ask you, but what will you say has been the hardest part for you so far?
So for me, is just asking people. It is so hard for me to press send and to ask people and just to put myself out there that way, and just for that feel of failure.
Yeah.
That I'll get that no. I don't like no at all.
Yep.
But I find that this is something that I don't have to push for. And I really feel like if somebody says no, then that's okay. It's just really strange.
Yeah, that's cool. I think, Lindsay can attest to this, and all of us can attest to this. Nobody likes no. Nobody likes rejection, because it feels personal. And I know I've shared this story before, but for me, it helps a lot. Well, there's a lot of different ways to put it, but somebody explained that it's like when you're at a restaurant and the waiter comes over and says, would you like dessert? And you say no. He doesn't go in the back of the room and start crying and be like, she said no, she didn't want it. No, he's like, she doesn't want it. Okay, next table, do you want dessert? Nope, they don't want it. Okay, next table, do you want it? Yep, okay, they want it. We have to kind of take us out of it and just be like, this is what I'm offering to you. It's awesome. I'm offering me to you. It's going to change your life. If you don't want it, you don't want it. It's not that they're rejecting me. It's just rejecting it at that time. And so many people come back later, so many people. And I know when I first started, I'm like, no, they don't come back, but they do. They really, really do. And some people 2 years later come back, or 2 months or 6 months or 1 month. So save those lists of those people, that don't respond or don't come back, because they're not rejecting you. It's just not the right time for them. Don't want dessert that night, you know, like, but next time they might, you know, they might be in a better place. They might have more money. They might have, you know, whatever it is. Like, it's hard to do, but it's not personal, you know?
Yeah.
Very cool. Cool. Let's see what other questions. Or Lindsay, do you have a question for Mary Sue or anything you want to say?
And she's trying to get
That's okay.
No, that's okay. And I want to add too, like I can just, with all of this, I feel like I can just be me. I really feel like okay, so I've done Mary Kay, and I love Mary Kay. I love the product. I use the product. I am just not a salesperson of the product, and I always felt like forced and awkward. And with this, it's because people, I honestly need it. People, I don't really think people need makeup.
Yeah.
I don't wear a lot of it, so I don't know. And I think that a lot of people are just naturally beautiful, and so I don't know. But there's just that need for it, and it just makes me feel like I have this place.
Yeah.
And I think I've been searching for that since I quit work 8 or 9 years ago. And I feel like right now this is the right place for me, and because of what it's doing for people.
I think
it's not pushy. It's not you have to do this right now. It's not, there's no ultimatums, and you know, it's clean and easy.
Yeah, I totally agree. I did Pampered Chef for like a couple years, and I liked it and I enjoyed it, but at the same time, like, do you really need a $15 spatula? Like, no. Like, it is a really good spatula, but like, I mean, it was about the product. Like, that's what we were selling. And once they sold it, I never talked to them again. To me, that's the really big difference of this is like, I said goodbye, and maybe they were on my email list or something, but you know, like I didn't stay connected. I think that's the big difference. We're not just selling, we're like supporting them for like their life. You know, I think that to me is what is so awesome about this, is that, you know, yes, it is sales, like we are selling something, but the bigger thing is we're selling ourselves, and we're selling what we offer, and the support and the lifestyle and the mindset, and, you know, all that, that change someone's life, you know. Spatula and mascara doesn't really change someone's life. Not to knock those other companies. I mean, I use them. I buy Mary Kay. I buy, you know, but
well, I feel like it helps me come out of my it's helped me kind of just come out a little bit more and develop those relationships with people that aren't in my immediate circle. I really am very comfortable in my immediate circle, and I don't like to branch out except for a couple of words here and there. But this is really helping me to learn how to do that, and how to build relationships better, and be more involved in somebody else's life. And people really like that. Is what I'm finding.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, I'm sure Lindsay can say this, and anybody, like, I feel like I'm growing so much, like I'm helping others, but they're helping me, you know, and just the whole process is like changing me and making me better and able to help more people. And it's helping, you know, I think for sure it's just really cool. It's really cool. I'm glad you guys are working with me and with us, and I really am excited. I know sometimes it seems like we're a small team, and you know, it's like, but I just see it. I don't know, like I believe it. Like I don't know. Sometimes Brian's like, if this really takes off and blah blah blah, and I'm like, no, it's not if. Like it's happening. Like I really, really like believe with the bottom of my heart that we are a special team, and we can really change people's lives and just impact the amount of people we can touch, and then in turn impact our lives financially, so that we're able to do more and give and serve. And I mean, I just really, really think that. So cool. So I was looking at this thing from one of the John Maxwell things that he talked, and I know Lindsay's heard this before, but I just wanted to read it to close. It says, sorry, I didn't pull it down, so I have to read it off my bulletin board. But he says, you are worthy, you are precious. I see it too. You are treasure, you are special, and there is greatness in you. And I feel that about you guys, and I feel that about our challengers and the people that we work with. And that's why I love Team Believe, that we believe that there's greatness in people, and that sometimes they just need someone to take their hand and believe in them. And so that's what we get to do every day and get paid for it. It's pretty amazing. So anything else you guys want to say? And then I'll let you guys go. I want to keep these short always. Good. Lindsay is fighting to the death. She's
Yes.
not quitting. Even if she doesn't sleep tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the computer all night, I think.
You can do it. You can do it. Just reach out. You never know who's waiting for you to reach out. And Lindsay, what's your favorite phrase that you have? If you don't ask.
If you don't ask, the answer is always no.
Yes. True. It's so, so true. If you don't ask, that's the answer. And what's the worst they can say? No. You know, like, it's so hard. It's so hard to get over that. But once you like disconnect from the no's and don't take it personally, like, you know, I don't know. Like, I honestly, like I don't really have any fear of it anymore. Like, whatever. Like, this is what I'm doing. I know it works, and I know I've changed a lot of people's lives. You don't want a part of it, that's fine. Like, I'll ask the next person. And obviously there's, you know, I don't like it when I do get some people that respond mean. I don't like that. But mostly if they say no. And actually a good thing to remember too is if they answer you, that's like a yes, basically. If they completely don't answer you, then you can take that, you know, as like a no, and then try to follow up later or something. But if they answered you and asked questions, like, then you have a conversation and you can talk. And they might not say yes right then, but, you know, you're talking about it and you're planting the seeds and they're starting to learn more about it. And, you know, I mean, if someone wrote me and said, hey, do you want to do this and this and this and this? And it costs us, like, in 1 minute, I probably would be like, nah, I don't know. Like, I don't understand. You know, so it just takes time. So when you don't get the yes, don't take that as like a forever no. Just I need to understand a little bit more.
Well, that's what I'm finding. A lot of the no's are very nice, and it's for more information, or the timing's just not right now.
Right.
And it's never personal. No, I don't like you.
Right.
I'm not ready, or
I just don't understand.
Need more information. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's getting easier and easier to ask.
Right.
And even though I'm getting into more people I don't know as well, it's just starting to flow.
Yeah, that's good. And honestly, like, I mean, as you both know, like, just those little victories, like, it makes the next one easier. You know, like, every time you do help one person, you're like, oh, okay, like, I did that. Okay, next one. You know, it just makes it a little bit easier. And, you know, you're like, wow, I just friend requested a person I've never talked to. Okay. But then the next time it's a little bit easier. And, you know, like, it just starts to get a little bit easier the more you do it. And then the more you have confidence of like, wow, I helped someone, like, you believe. And when your life has changed yourself, you know, you're like, I have energy. I want other people to have energy. You know, I'm happy. I want other people to have it. Like, that's, I think, infectious, and it helps you, you know, share it too. So, yeah. Cool. All right. I know we're going long, but if you want to go on Team Passions call, it's at 9, and the link is in there. It's going to be Kessa Hawkins is sharing in there. But I just wanted us to be able to, I don't know, what time, I know you guys are all different time zones. What works best for you, Mary Sue? Time for these?
For these, the 9 o'clock.
9 is good?
Yeah, it was really tight with dinner tonight. And Tuesdays are tough because the kids have piano and drums and then homework and dinner. So, yeah, the 9 o'clock is good.
We could conceivably do like a different day of the week. I know Wednesday is not usually really good for people, but like Thursday, like,
Thursdays are pretty good.
Or Tuesday, or what'd you say?
Tuesday at this time is fine.
Tuesday at 9, just not at 8. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the team passion call is at 9, so we were making ours 9:30, but I know a couple people on the East Coast were like, that's like late, I'm in bed, and it is kind of late. So we can just do 9, and that's fine too, you know.
I mean, I can make it work.
No, I know, but I'm willing to, not everybody I know can always get on anyway, so I want to make it, the people that are going to come, make it the time that works for you. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm fine to make it 9. You know.
And Thursdays are good too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have sometimes other calls at 9 on like our different table calls and other things, but yeah. Well, why don't we try Tuesday at 9 and then just do that? Because Sherry usually does a recorded talk show call, but then she just Zoom sometimes. So she's just wanting us to be more part of the big group too, which I understand. And it is, we are small and growing, but so I mean, it is good to be part of the big group and see that it is a big thing. You know, it's not just a little thing. Which I mean, I think you guys kind of know that, but it is true when you're part of the big groups, then you kind of feel a little bit. So, last thing, Super Saturday. I really want you guys to try to go if you can. Did you see that post about that, Mary Sue?
I did, yeah. And there's one, it looks like
In Colorado.
Yeah, in Colorado on the west side.
If you can at all go, it's so, I don't know, for me, like the first time I went to Super Saturday, it just changed things for me because I was like, whoa, I'm like part of a really big thing here and people are doing, like it just was really opened my eyes. And then going to Summit was like really, really big. So now I'm like, people need to go to these events. Like they really do change. I know we haven't talked about it as much, but if you can at all go, I know the guy that's coming to yours is pretty incredible, Scotty Hobbs. He's really cool. So if you can at all figure out a way to go, it's really, really cool. And you get to do like a live workout, and I mean, it's just fun. You'll meet other coaches in the area, and you know, it's just kind of cool. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
All right. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Love you. Thanks for coming. Talk to you later. Thanks for sharing, Mary Sue.
Thanks, Jen.
See you.
Thanks for all